This video is sponsored by Unveil. More on that later. Hey guys, it's Nerdy here, and oh yeah, baby! I'm back with another sketchbook tour. It hasn't really been that long, mostly because I started the sketchbook in December of 2024 and finished it in May of 2025, which may sound impressive if it wasn't for the fact that these sketchbook pages are thick as hell. Like, thicker than normally I would go for with sketchbooks. That's mostly because this sketchbook was gifted to me by a roommate a couple of years back, and I had been holding out on filling it because the pages were so high quality. I didn't want to just like scribble out a whole bunch of pages. So this sketchbook includes a lot of really nice detailed sketchbook spreads. But before we get into that, just a quick little sticker tour as usual. We have some stickers that I printed here that are mostly misprints that I just smack onto whatever. This sticker I think came with an order that I got. This Mizisua sticker was gifted to me at Onafest. This Miku sticker was given to me because someone bought one of those packs of assorted stickers online, which mostly have stolen art in them. Please don't buy those. I've had my own art stolen and put into these sticker packs, but because it's Hatsune Miku, they just like gave those stickers to me and I didn't want to waste them, so I just have stolen art Miku on here. But this Senshi bread sticker, along with this family photo sticker and this Soma sticker here, were gifted by one of my booth neighbors at Animethon. We have a sticker from the only other person at Animethon selling merch of Maho Ako, which it was really sad that there were only 2 people selling Maho Ako stuff at Animethon, and one of them was me. And then also we have the Otafest logo sticker here, and then some more of my designs, and yeah, stolen art Miku. Boo! But those are the stickers. Let's get into this sketchbook, baby! So as usual, we have the obligatory welcome page. We have my Sona right here. This was when I was still figuring out their design, so there are a little bit of differences here and there from how I draw them right now. We have the obligatory sketchbook goals here, so let's do a little run through. Goal 1, finish in 6 months or less. Done! Goal 2, practice some fundamentals. I kinda did that. Could have done it a little better, but didn't, so kinda done. Goal 3, draw more animals. I did do that, and it was very, very fun. And finally, honestly, what matters most is not taking too long. I would say that I would give myself like an A rank on the completion of the sketchbook. I have never given my sketchbooks tier rankings. What the fuck? Anyways, these Smiski stickers, by the way, were given to me by that same Animethon person who I was trading with throughout the con. They were just a really sweet person. They kept wanting to trade with me, and it was really, really sweet. But anyways, this page is quite messy, and there's a reason for that. If you watch my previous sketchbook tour, you would know that I had lost my sketchbook for a very long period of time at a zoo. Of course, I didn't know it was at the zoo for a while, so I was kind of like coming to terms with the fact that I may have never see that sketchbook again, so I just like did some test doodles in here, kind of like getting used to the page quality of the sketchbook. And then like literally a day after I doodled these, I got a call from the zoo being like, yup, we found your sketchbook, and I was like, oh shit, awesome, I don't have to start this one just yet. Which was really great. So yeah, we just have some random anime girls here. We got Marcel, and then this is my cat Baz for the sticker designs I did of him. As you can see, this is one of them here, except this one has a typo. I'd added an extra I here because sometimes lettering throws me off. I never sold the ones with the typos, I promise. Moving on, we have this doodle that I did of Sora, just this nice little methodical drawing of her while I was boothing at a Christmas market. I love my OC Sora, she's just so fun to draw. And then here we have some more Sona exploration doodles. I shared these in my Sona video if you remember them, just mostly testing out how they would look in different outfits with different hairstyles. Here we have some Watatabe doodles that I did even before I made my Watatabe video, just because I was really, really obsessed with the manga for a brief period of time. It's so good. I'm so glad I was able to make a video on it. And we finally have a definitive like release month for the anime, which is October of this year. I am so excited and so hyped. Please watch my Watatabe video to understand why I'm so hyped. It's so, so good. Yuri heads, please, let's make sure this series gets lots and lots of attention because it's such a grand story that I know that one season is not going to cover all of it. And we need season 2, it's so good. Yeah, so on this side here, I drew the main 3 characters in my style, and then on this side of the page, I decided to explore more of Nakawa Sensei's art style. And then we have some more Sona exploration doodles, mostly exploring how their expressions carry on through hair and face stuff. Very fun. And as you can tell, it was Christmas, so Merry Uranus, you guys. We have my characters Jaga and Miki, who I adore. Sketchbook heads will know that I have drawn them a lot throughout my sketchbooks. They're some of my favorite OCs. Miki also belongs to a friend of mine. But yeah, I've been wanting to like make a Yuri story with them for a really long time now, but every time I'm motivated to do it, I'm busy, and every time I'm not motivated to do it, I'm free, and it's just really frustrating. There's never a good time to start, I guess. But on this side, we have Sora, and she's looking cute and adorable as always. Here we have some swatches of the Artix markers sent to me for my Watatabe video. Again, if you want to check out that video, it's on my channel. And then on this side, we have some studies of Squid Game characters because I watched Squid Game 2, and holy shit, Squid Game 2 is so good. So I wanted to like study the characters. I also rewatched Squid Game 1 because I love Sabyok. And then I decided to do some more dedicated studies here of the character Hwanju because she is my favorite. I love her. She's incredibly well written and such a strong character. I love her so much. I don't know if this video is going to come out by the time season 3 comes out, but if it does, know that I am cheering for her to live because I swear to God, if she dies, I'm gonna shit my pants and cry. I really want her to live. But yeah, I was really going through like a big Squid Game brainworm moment for the first few months of the year, and I'm sorry to inform you guys, I'm very, very sad to inform you guys that I was one of those, and by one of those, I was one of the 457 freaks. So like, I wanted to do some like studies of the characters' faces because drawing middle-aged men is hard, and I really did want to draw some fan art of them together, but I never ended up doing it, mostly because it's still a struggle for me and I was really nervous to try and figure out how to stylize middle-aged men. But these drawings were very informative for me, and I actually really like most of these Inho sketches here. Mostly because I drew boxes, so I figured out the proportions, but with the Gyun ones, I was literally just like freehanding it, and it was not fun and very hard. Maybe I'll actually draw 457 art. Maybe if season 3 is really good, I'll draw 457 art. Who knows? Oh my god. But you want to know something crazy? Something absolutely insane? The thing is, Squid Game wasn't the only thing that I was crazy about for the first few months of 2025. While I was brain rotting over Squid Game, I was also brain rotting over Love Live. So just imagine the dichotomy of like a bitch reading like the most like sad angsty fanfiction you'll ever see about death game bullshit while listening to the most peppy cute idol songs ever. So yeah, I decided to doodle some of my favorite characters across Love Live groups. Wow, can you tell which Love Live group is my favorite? Must be so difficult. But yeah, we've got the Liela girls here, the third years, and all of Aqua, and the first years for Muse and Nozomi. I got my hair cut, so I wanted to draw myself and compare my IRL self with my Sona to see all the differences. It was very, very fun to do, and then I also did some little doodles of what their sprites would look like and the background for my videos now that I have this new Sona. So yeah, just some more exploration stuff. I think I did actually share these sketches as well in my Sona redesign video too. Here we have some doodles that I did at a market again. It was a very slow market, so I wanted to do some notes on things I could do to improve my marketness and things that I should maybe focus on creating. And one of the things I was really focused on getting into more, which I have slowly started to do more of, is exploration of my Boba Pets characters from the last sketchbook. And if you want to know more about my Boba Pets characters, I'm happy to say that this video is sponsored by Unveil, which is a fantastic way to share and show off your original creations. So let's let a different version of Nerdy tell you all about that. So as mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by the wonderful people at Unveil. Unveil is such a cool platform, you guys. It's a no AI, no NFT website/app where creators of all kinds from pro to hobbyists share their OCs and original projects. Unveil is artist run and it really shows. The team behind it are sweet and dedicated to their objective of supporting and uplifting artists. Seriously, when I registered my account, I accidentally put a typo in my email so I couldn't verify it, but they literally helped me so fast and didn't make me feel stupid about my blunder. The website is incredibly intuitive and makes discovering new creatives really easy and fun. Your posts can be categorized into 2 sections that fold into themselves really nicely called characters and worlds. The characters section is where you can show off your individual blorbos, and if multiple of them belong to a shared canon, you can use the worlds feature to combine them together neatly. On top of that, you can use Unveil's platform to promote and sell adoptables. As you can see, Unveil is all about fostering goodwill and connections between artists, and truly the community on this site is something else. Everyone I've interacted with on Unveil is incredibly kind and eager to learn about each other's characters. It's been really refreshing to see a massive community like 200,000 strong, whoa, so dedicated to individual creative works and OCs, especially in an internet environment that tends to promote fan work over original content. So yeah, if you have little guys you want to share, I highly recommend creating an account on Unveil. It's entirely free and super easy to do. So thank you so much to Unveil for sponsoring this video and supporting independent artists. And with that, let's get back into this silly little sketchbook. So yeah, we've got some doodles, we've got some Boba Pets girlies here. I will be sure to add more of my characters to Unveil as I continue figuring out what to do with them. But for now, it's just the Boba Pets girlies, my Sona, and my store mascot Mitzi. I love my OCs, and Unveil's such a great place to share them. Moving on, we're at the halfway point of the sketchbook. Wow! So yeah, these are mostly messy doodles, and while I was doing them, I was really frustrated, so I wrote, you know how every sketchbook has the designated least favorite page? I think it's gonna be this one. It's not, by the way. I really liked how I ended up coloring it, but the reason I was so frustrated is because my cat Stevia kept trying to get in the way while I was drawing, so everything just turned out a lot shakier and messier than my art already is, and because I was so frustrated, I decided to draw how she was obscuring my view on the sketchbook as well. I love her, by the way. She's so girly pop, but she is truly one of the most annoying cats on the planet Earth. I went back to that zoo, but I gladly didn't lose the sketchbook again. I made sure to hold on to this. But I went with my college friend Rose, and we did a lot of life drawing together of different animals at different exhibits. And we also went to the botanical garden, which is where this really lovely arch comes from. But the star of the show, when we went to the zoo, was this beautiful hippo that was literally posing for me and Rose. Like, for a good half hour, we were able to draw this hippo just lounging and giving us the most beautiful eyes. It was really crazy how beautiful those hippo's eyes were. I can't even explain it. I think it's one of the prettiest sketches I've done. Thank you, Hippo from the zoo, for being such a great model. Here we have some more Love Life doodles. I decided to bust out the Arctics markers again because I hadn't used them for a bit, and well, I got this set of markers, I might as well. So I decided to redraw one of Ruby's old Sif cards, the Halloween set, which is one of my all-time favorite School Idol Festival sets ever. That Halloween set is crazy good. So yeah, I wanted to draw Ruby there, and then I drew May, and this is a redraw of a very old Rico doodle from like a sketchbook from 2017 or something. Wild. So on this page, first we have Cherry Magic My Little Pony AU, which some of my Cherry Magic friends were just talking about, and I was like, holy shit, I love ponies. I have to draw Kurosawa Nadachi as ponies, so here they are as ponies. On top of that, I embarked on a journey to visit my relatives in Spain, and while I was on the plane, I asked my sister, do you want me to draw your cats? And they were like, yes, I want you to draw my cats. So I drew their cats. Their names are Arepa and Quesadilla, and I love them so, so much. But, you know, I was away from my home, so I was away from my cats as well, and I was very much missing Baz and Gargoyle, the most brothers to ever be brothers. So I did a little page of them because it was so painful being away from them, but I was really enjoying visiting family and checking out Madrid, which I did this little collage here of different places I went, or like different little memorabilia pieces I got. And the trip overall was really, really fun and a really good time. So what is this? Well, my trip back was kind of a nightmare due to a whole bunch of plane troubles and missing layovers and all of that crazy shit. I think I turned into the worst version of myself over that like span of 32 hours. I was a bitch. I was crying all the time. I was frustrated. I was frustrating my dad and my sister. Like I was not a good person for the majority of that moment. So I did a little vent doodle and then colored it when I came home, and you know, all good. Sometimes you just go through it. But when I went back and I was fully settled, I went on call with a whole bunch of other artist YouTubers that I'm so happy to call my friends now. The YouTuber Yanimations invited me to a server with just a whole bunch of other artist YouTubers of a similar size and range of me. And we all went on call together, and it was mostly integrating me into the friend group and like getting to know me, which felt very, very nice. They were all so sweet, and then obviously I wanted to get to know more about them as well because they were such great people. And I'm really happy to say that these guys are all my friends, and they're really wonderful people, like I said 50 bajillion times, but I will have links to their channels below in the description. Please check them out. They're wonderful people and they make wonderful videos. This is a character that I really need to figure out more about because, as you may know, a lot of my human OCs started out as Danganronpa roleplay OCs, so I've been kind of like slowly retooling them into just like general regular characters. Nezumi is one of my favorites of the bunch, but I have not been able to properly figure out how to retool them as just like a normal OC. That might be an interesting video just to talk about my Danganronpa OCs and find ways to make them into new characters and combine their stories together. We'll see how that goes. These pages might be familiar to you guys if you watched my most recent video. This is the swatch page of the set of 90 markers that Arctic sent me, along with my practice doodles of H2O girlies for my H2O video that I made about Charlotte. So again, here's that spread that I show off quite a bit in that video, as well as the process of making it. By the way, thank you so much for the crazy response on that video. I loved reading the comments because it's so funny seeing the dichotomy of people being like, oh my god, I agree with everything you said in that video. Thank you. I've been wanting this for ages. And people being like, she's a terrible person. I don't know why you're justifying her actions. She sucks. And it's just so crazy seeing fictional character discourse on your own videos. It's such an interesting time whenever I do my character analysis videos to see those kinds of comments pop up. So they've been really, really fun to read. It's been really interesting seeing people's perspectives on that video. But I really appreciate the support on it as well. So thank you. Thank you so much. We're reaching the end of the sketchbook, actually, so these last few pages are mostly filling up quotas of stuff that I normally like to do in sketchbooks, which for one of them is the pony page. I did draw Ponydachi and Ponysawa earlier, but I love to draw my pony OC Cloudburst, and I hadn't drawn her yet in this sketchbook, so here she is along with some other ponies, because I was just testing out the capacity of some of my markers, and seeing which ones needed replacing, which obviously this purple needed hella replacing. But yeah, I mostly just adore these Cloudburst doodles. She's got such a dead simple design, but it's so much fun to draw. And then the last obligatory page that I need to do every single sketchbook is the shoe page. Mostly this time around I was focusing on platform shoes because my Sona has platforms and I wanted to figure out how to get those right. So here's a more like detailed version of my Sona shoes right here. I really like how they look. And then on this side I decided to look up some poses of people showing off their shoes, and then I decided to insert my OCs in there. These were so fun to draw, especially because I revisited some characters that I hadn't drawn on ages, which are Aki and Minami. I love my characters so much, my wonderful OCs. OMG, those are my Pookies indeed. I love them. But that was the second last page, so as we finish off, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Yeah, that was the reference that I did for the final page of the sketchbook. I really wanted to express the feeling of finally being free of another sketchbook, and I thought it would be really fun to reference that meme and insert my character in there. It was really fun to draw, actually. I actually really like how the spread turned out. If you're wondering why I have this evil sticker right here, it was gifted to me at Animathon by a random person walking around and gifting stickers to artists, and when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, that sticker's evil. I need it. So yeah, it is quite the evil sticker. If you know, you know. And then we got another Smisky here. But yeah, this is the last page, the last spread, which concludes another sketchbook tour for you guys that I really hope you enjoyed watching, because I love sharing my sketches with you guys, and I love sharing my thoughts with you guys and doing all these fun little videos. It's been really, really wonderful seeing the feedback on my most recent content, which, by the way, I have to say thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. Holy balls. What? It's just wild to say that I've hit that milestone. I honestly am at a loss for words. Thank you. That's all I can say is really thank you. And I hope that you guys will enjoy the rest of the videos that I have planned to create as I continue trying to do YouTube stuff. Summer is kind of a slow time of year for me because I'm mostly focused on doing markets, but I will still try to create more videos for you guys, so hopefully you'll tune in to the next video, whatever the hell that may be. Bye!